What's up, babes? Welcome back to my channel. Of course, there are a ton of new people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not already subscribed, definitely make sure to do that. It definitely matters, okay? You guys, today's video is extra special because I actually had an event that I was going to be attending. I ended up going to What Matters Most, which was hosted by Kenny Burns. It's a documentary. A little bit after that, I ended up going to get some drinks and food with my friends, my boyfriend, and all the good things. So I am very, very happy to get into this video. Now, y'all know, all right, I am starting off with freshly washed hair. If you don't already know, Pattern Beauty is the #1 blow dryer, okay? When it comes to getting my hair dry in a crazy amount of time, that's my go-to. Now, I'm actually teaming up with Asteria because I want to share with you their kinky straight bundles. Now, of course, all the details to the hair will be listed down below. I went ahead and just kind of share with you some of the products that you need to actually achieve the style. So this is going to be a quick weave, y'all, okay? If you guys don't know, I recently did I want to say a chop, not really. So if you guys are here for the very first time and you need a little hair history, about a year and a half ago, I decided I wanted to do the micro links because y'all know it was trending. I'm like, girl, these are looking more natural and natural and natural. Now's their chance to get it done. Well, my hair was just about this length, maybe a little bit longer, and I completely damaged my hair with the heat. I believe the tension from the actual links itself caused just a lot of breakage, and my hair slowly chopped itself off, okay? Over the course of maybe 6 months, I decided that I was going to slowly be cutting off hair, and that's exactly what I did. So it's now been a year and maybe a few months since I've pretty much chopped it off. So I probably took off about 1 inch, maybe even 2 inches every 3 months, just to really make sure that we are growing our hair out. Me, okay? I'm able to grow it out, and it did not make me feel like my hair length changed at all. So that is a tip. If you guys want to do the big chop, but you don't want to risk, the length, because for whatever reason, you're like me, girl, I needed some hair for these styles, all right? I really did not want to revert back to a teeny weeny afro. There's nothing wrong with it if you go that route, but I wanted to do things differently. So my hair has been roughly about this length for about a year and a half now, and you guys can see just how it is truly back to its natural fluffy state. It looks a lot fuller, and the ends are doing what it needs to do. Now, if you guys don't know, I have already pre-sectioned my hair off just so that I am able to go through the blow dry with no problem. If you don't know, one of my favorite, actually the only product that I really use and trust as a heat protectant so far is the Mazzani Thermal Protectant, okay? It's obviously going to be linked down in the description box. It should be shoppable here as well. So check it out. When I tell you I am able to go through my hair with the Pattern Beauty blow dryer in a matter of 10, maybe 15 minutes tops without having to compromise the integrity of my hair. You guys can see it looks super full, and y'all, it's only up from here, okay? Give me about another year and a half. We should be twice this length. And I'm just like, at that point in my life, like, I'm tired of having my hair get to this length to revert back. So y'all, the healthy hair journey is in full effect. I have not let anyone's hands touch my hair in quite some time. There's really no shade, but I really noticed that my hair is in its best, most natural, healthiest state when I have hands on it, okay? Not only is that beneficial to you guys because you really get to kind of learn how to manage your hair, but I have also really built a strong bond with me and my hair. It has not always been this way, but I finally get it. Like, she gets me, I get her. We are in this together, all right? So I have definitely discovered the fact that I do have really coarse hair. My coils are probably, if you want to put it on a scale, maybe a 4A, sometimes a B, even a C in some areas. It is extremely fine though. So although my hair appears to be really thick, if I take each individual strand, the strand itself is fine, but it's really coarse. So it will look frizzy. There may be even a lot of dullness, which is why I usually go in with some type of like rinse just to give my hair like a deeper black, like overall sheen to just make it look a little bit more alive. Now, hair is dead, y'all. So just have that understanding that it's constantly growing and we're literally just hanging on to its leaves like a tree, okay? That is it, and that is truly all. So in order for your hair to flourish, the main things that you want to be thinking about is how are you providing it with the nutrients it needs, by way of food and diet. How are you providing it the moisture? Obviously with water. Literally a spray bottle is always handy. Don't be afraid of it. Y'all know I'm silly, okay? I can't. I also have very loose scalp. Let's put that in there. If you have ever braided my hair, y'all know a middle part will be a side part if you do not hold it, the right way. Like literally, I have to just part my hair. If I hold it too tight, it's going to either side. So anywho, because this is a half up, half down style, I really wanted to keep this super simple. Y'all know I am here to make it beginner friendly as possible. If you want to amplify this, absolutely do a bunch of cornrows, have those babies go into the back. You can do a snake pattern if you're going to be doing this on someone else. Or if you are just that skilled, baby, get that snake and keep it going, all right? But in my case, y'all know, typically a hairstyle is not going to stay in my head for longer than 5 days, maybe 7 days. If we're really stretching it, 2 weeks. But in this case, it was only for the weekend. I was so sad to see it go, y'all. I can't even lie. But anywho, I decided that I was going to take a little bit of edge control. I also mixed this with some black castor oil just to really lock in moisture. This edge control, of course, I can leave a link to it. It's Red by Kiss. It's like a collaboration that they did. But y'all, the hold on this is immaculate. It literally holds everything down. There's like a conditioning agent in it. It's actually a braid gel, so it's really not an edge control. They're essentially similar, but one is a little bit more conditioning than the other. So you guys can see just how shiny my hair even looks in this situation. What that is going to do is, in my mind, okay, obviously there are chemicals in the product, but it is acting as a further barrier and also making my hair super easy to remove in the future is the way that I'm thinking about this. Because for whatever reason, if you use glue and you choose not to use a protectant, a lot of the times those little bits and pieces will get stuck in the individual strands of your braid. So I prefer just to lay everything down, have 2 braids, keep it nice and simple. That way, if we do find ourselves with any areas where there's glue, it's really, really easy to remove. But you don't have to worry about that because we're going to be using a protectant, which obviously you should. It's going to act as a barrier. Now with the wig cap, I decided to place this over my entire head. That way we don't have to deal with a saggy cap or, anything like that. So I really, really wanted to make sure that everything was nice and flat. And y'all see, if you have to go back in and repart your hair, don't worry, okay? I mess up sometimes too. So yeah, anyway, once we got that base pretty much set, here is the protectant. A direct link will be listed down in the description box as well. Y'all know I try to stay on top of it because realistically, if y'all are going to be doing these styles, literally everything I'm showing you, you need, okay? The blow dryer is to your discretion. If you want to do a heatless option, you could absolutely just put your hair in a few plaits, section it off, prep it the night before and let it dry that way. So yeah, you'll be nice, locked and loaded. But as you guys can see, the protectant, it will go on very shiny, very glossy, very bright, glazed up, okay? That is okay, right? Because that's going to let you know that the product is nice and wet. Once you get this fully applicated, did I make that up? Girl, stop, okay? Once you have fully applied the actual protectant, you want to make sure that you just go in with either a blow dryer or you can sit underneath a hooded dryer. Depending on how much time you have, you just really want to make sure that it dries down. Now, in this case, I was in a rush. I probably should have let this dry for about 5 more minutes underneath the dryer, but that's okay, all right? What I'm gonna decide to do is, as I slowly add the bundles, of course, glue them to the actual cap, I'm just gonna go through and actually hit it with the blow dryer again. But before installing, just to save myself that extra effort and awkwardness with flat ironing at the end, I decided to go through each and every track before actually gluing it to straighten it out. So that'll just kind of save me some time in the future. It's kind of ultimately the time is being separated because you're still having to do the step. But in my mind, it just makes me feel like once the tracks are laid, we're done. So to that point, okay, I did not have a whole bunch of time to work with. I may have only had about 2.5 hours to spare. Y'all know I'm the queen of y'all, I don't know why I wait till actually, I do know why. Typically when I'm doing my hair, I want it to look the freshest right before I get out of the door. And also same thing with my makeup. So if I know I have to be somewhere at 7, I'm going to start getting dressed about 3, hair 2 hours, outfit maybe 30 minutes. And then, of course, makeup, maybe 45. If anything goes wrong, I got a couple minutes to spare, you see? So I really think being on time is important, which is what even like puts a fire under my butt to get these hairstyles done. So I am proof that you guys can get this done, okay, up and out of the door pretty quickly. Obviously, if this is your first time, maybe give yourself an extra hour because you're going to have to get used to that hand-eye coordination with the mirror. Like, let's not hesitate. I've been doing this for years, and it really has taken some getting used to, to say the least. But y'all see, we really were able to complete the top or the bottom or the back, whatever way you look at this, okay? We got that done, and I really just stacked the tracks on top of each other. Y'all know I don't feel complete until I have trimmed the ends. I just love a blunt cut because, I mean, even with my own natural hair, because it is more on the fine side, if I don't have the hair all grouped together, and I mean, not lightly layered, I mean, it literally needs to look blunt in order for my hair to look full and healthy. Because if not, y'all are gonna be like, Chrissy, you have see-through ends. And I'm over here like, but wait, if you look at the 5 strands, you'll see that they're all see-through from start to finish. And like, my hair is just thin. It's just thick, thin, coarse. I don't even know if that's a thing. Obviously it is. And I'm seeing there's so many other women that have my hair texture. I just wish that like I knew about you guys back in the day, but I am here, okay? For all of the women that feel alone in their hair process and are just like, girl, I'm trying to learn how to do it. I don't know what to use to keep my hair from frizzing. I want to wear it straight. I want to wear these styles. You guys, I cannot even lie to you, okay? The Kenra working spray has been my best friend. I would either alternate between that or the flat iron spray. Y'all, spray a little bit of that on your hair if you are intending on wearing any type of straight style. Even if you decide to do a silk press, a little bit of that goes a long way. It literally acts as if a humidity protectant. Obviously, it's a very light holding spray, so you guys can see how it just lays down the hair. Y'all, okay? I could have absolutely just pressed my hair out, on its own. You guys are seeing some smoke, obviously, because it is a hairspray. I put the flat iron on 325, so keep that in mind, okay? Although it's smoking, you don't really have to use extremely high heat. It's going in a ponytail. Don't overdo it. Please do not, okay? The whole point and me reverting and kind of trimming off my hair is because I really want to focus on healthier hair and really being able to retain length. I think that I have like my routine down, but because I change my hair so often, the over manipulation typically causes breakage. So that is something to really keep in mind. Like if you guys are falling in love with the crochet styles, listen, maybe that's the style that you redo every 2 weeks, and maintain your hair in between. But if you're going to be doing the braids, the crochet, the twists, the clip-ins, the micro links, the sew-ins, and you're constantly creating these different environments for your hair, there is going to be some type of risk. Like seriously, okay? And even wearing protective styles, if you are not getting that moisture in there, and I don't mean greasing your scalp, like if anything, that's going to cause acne first, okay? The moisture is the water. You need it on the inside and the outside of your body to really get your hair to like do the things that you want it to do. Even when I'm detangling my hair, I'll add like a little bit of conditioner up in there and literally detangle while the hair is underneath the water the entire time because the water is the detangler at this point, okay? Anyway, I'm not the best at ponytails, so my little cheat sheet is I'll usually use a headband scrunchie, the ones that are just like one full, large, oversized scrunchie. I'll double that up, triple it up a couple times. It usually sits really, really tight and snug to my head, and that is going to be where the base of my ponytail will be, so I'll use that area to kind of wrap the hair around in just a bit, so you guys will see. I remember when we first got into doing these ponytails in the protected way, right? I don't know if you guys seen some of my older videos. I would either sew the hair into the ponytail or I think I would just like wrap it around as is. I've even used like bobby pins. There's so many different methods. It's not until now that I've been able to perfect just doing the ponytail with the papers. So I'm happy to share that one because I felt like there were never enough videos out there showing me, from the start to the finish of the ponytail. There was always a piece missing. I'm like, Girl, okay, so now I know how y'all feel. Actually, I've always known how you felt, hence why I started a channel, because I felt like there were so many missing steps in hair content that I'm like, girl, I know you didn't go from this to this just in 2 steps. Like, show me the way, okay? Now, y'all are always complimenting my edges. I do typically flat iron them to some extent on very, very, very low heat, probably 250 degrees, that low. Hence why I can sit the flat iron that close to my scalp and not like burn. And then of course I'll spray my little edge brush with a little bit of Pump It Up or some type of hairspray, let it get a little bit tacky. So maybe wait about 15 seconds and then go in and start to try to maneuver my edges. And then I'll go at the very base of the edge, right? So not all the way down the shaft of the hair, but literally just at the base to really make sure that that's going to be laid down with the edge control. And then I'll take a little bit of that Pump It Up on my finger and literally just dab it over the top. If you have the time, you can tie it down, but you really don't have to. I promise you, the edges are not moving. You guys would have even seen me go in with like a little bit of the hairspray, hit the blow dryer with it on top, and use the back of the comb to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. My suggestion is doing that before you actually apply the wefted hair, because if you have any mistakes, now is a great time to smooth it down before applying that wrap, to use that hairspray as like a way to like smooth that ponytail out. Now, there's many different ways this could have been done. If I was doing this on someone else, I would have literally just added glue to the track and wrapped it around slowly. But doing this on myself made it far more complicated. So I did not want to risk getting glue all the way down the shaft of the hair and like just creating a big mess. So I wrapped it up with the wax, or I'm saying the wax, the strips, which are just like protectant strips. I don't know. I can't remember the exact name of them right now. Anyway, barbers typically use it. If you've ever seen somebody with like a pixie cut, usually those strips are used for you just to kind of mold the hair. So it's also able to protect it as well. In case you didn't know, you want to make sure that you wrap it around a couple times before actually applying the glue, because obviously it can just seep through. But no worries, okay? I did record a video on how to remove it. So it is imperative that you guys turn on your post notifications, comment down below, like, Chrissy, we want to see the removal, okay? Just so I know, like, hey girl, there's a reminder, they want us to see this. There's also going to be a couple of other like vlog videos coming out, so you'll get to see how the hair kind of held up over the weekend, because I was outside, okay? To know me is to know I love daytime activities. I have been into tennis lately, golf lately. I mean, a little bit of everything, you name it, I am there. Overall, I don't know. I'm just really enjoying having hobbies and really just like being in my passion. Like, this is such a blessing. I feel like I say this every video, but there's so much gratitude because every single day I see people, just talk about the things that they want to be doing and how they're afraid, or they don't really know how, and they're afraid to ask for help, or they just don't know which way to go. And I am really moving more and more into helping the community. Like, at this point, I know I'm touching so many people through hair, but there's always more that can be done. And I feel that like sharing my story, my journey with you guys is truly going to be that inspiration, just because y'all, if you don't know, okay, I don't come from a bunch of money, a bunch of network, or a bunch of just like other things that you would find critically necessary for your development. Like, I mean, seriously, I have worked blood, sweat, and tears to ensure my success no matter what. I am not perfect. I mess up, okay? But I am so happy to share and connect with all of you guys and really just give you that hope. Like, girl, it's truly a you thing, okay? It's truly a you thing. And the more that I come into union with that, the better my life is, all right? Now, once you get ready to have that ponytail set, I literally go in with some hairspray, Pump It Up, of course. Y'all already know, all right? We supporting Bronner Brothers. Now, I'm going to go through with the comb, of course, just to smooth everything out, and then you start to wrap. You can kind of tell when you need a little bit more hairspray just because it's not like as wet as it needs to be. But y'all, the mold that this creates is... girl, I'm sure I could have worn the style for 5 days. I ended up wearing it for 3.5, okay? which was a lot for me. The only reason I ended up taking it out was because the ponytail at the top started to get a little bit sensitive. So that's the only thing. You know, when you wear a ponytail, there's going to be some level of tension. So just keep in mind, remember, I'm always here. You need a new style, go down the playlist. You can always reuse hair, reuse the bundles. So many different options, but y'all, okay, you know I got y'all. And when you need a style and you're not sure which way to go, literally just Forever Chrissy, okay? And have your pick of the litter. So hit it with that blow dryer just to make sure that the hairspray dries all the way down. We never, ever, ever want for that ponytail base to unravel at all. There's no reason it should. Y'all will notice that I did not leave out any hair. Nothing. Everything is covered. So the only thing we'll focus on making sure it's protected is literally our edges, I guess, around the ponytail. So what I would do is just take maybe a satin scarf. Obviously, you put everything into like a bun first. Use a satin scarf just to tie everything down and maybe just throw on a bonnet. Like, you should be good when you wake up in the morning. Nothing too crazy. The texture for me was perfect because a lot of the times the silky hair, it looks nice, especially if I'm going to do like a bone straight. Okay, hint, hint, it's coming up. But it will look really, really nice. But I just thought it was really refreshing to use a kinky straight. I used the lengths a 22, 20, and 18 inch. So this was golden for me. And honestly, I got 3 bundles. If I'm not mistaken, I only ended up using 2. Yeah, so I used a longer length. So that means I still have the 18 and I could absolutely get away with doing a ponytail with just that 18 inch. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. I haven't done a sleek, updated ponytail in quite some time. Y'all know ponytails used to be done with just edge control. That's it. That's all. It's a thing of the past, okay? Get into the look, y'all. I was feeling it. And y'all can always tell because I started doing the bedroom eyes. We've been here before. So yes, and lately the lighting in the videos has been amazing. I have found the secret sauce to bathroom filming. Y'all, 10 out of 10. And you guys, of course, I'm still wearing my Ana Luisa jewelry. It has been my go-to for just like cute, dainty pieces that I really just want to like throw on and like never take off and can still shower in. Like 10 out of 10, okay? The hair, y'all, you already see what's going on. Nice, bouncy, light, fluffy, was not heavy at all. I know you guys are going to ask like, Chrissy, was it heavy? Girl, no. I'm also really used to having hair on my head too. So let's be real. As much as I wear as extensions, I don't know what heavy really means anymore. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am off to other things. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. And of course, y'all know I will see you in my very next video. Bye, babies.